Hey guys!
Hey guys!
What's happening?
We're here with the Weekend Wellness Show with Liam Zollo.
Sheena, Alexandra.
And it's such a gorgeous day here in Bondi Beach, and we are gonna get started.
Yeah, but let's get
What am I doing running the show? It's your show.
No, it's our show, man. It's our show. It's
Is
team
mic
effort.
too on?
We're gonna go into it. Yeah. You ready to go?
You don't have your coffee?
No,
I should have gotten you one, huh?
Yeah, that's alright. Doesn't matter. I don't need another one. Maybe go halfway through the
Look
show.
at those
or something.
waves.
I know.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
Super excited, guys. Let's do this, shall we?
It's kind of hot in here. I think I'm gonna take this off. That's better.
Broadcasting from the world-famous Bondi Beach, this is Bondi Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Liam Zollo and Sheena Alexandra live down on Bondi Beach on the Weekend Wellness Show. Super excited about today's show, guys and girls. My beautiful co-host. Where's that jacket gone? That was awesome, that jacket.
It's just a little bit warm
A
now.
little bit warm, fair enough. You had a little furry jacket on down here. Sheena, you're looking amazing.
Thank you.
You've got the bubbly attitude. We had a good crossover then. For the first time we had a crossover then with George.
So how did that go?
It must be sex in the air today.
Oh my goodness.
It's a sexual day or something. I don't know what's going on here because George just had a crossover with me. I didn't even know she was going to talk about this.
Uh-huh.
The previous host of her Weekend Appropriate show, her show's called, and she's talking to me about this podcast called My Dad Wrote a Porno. And it was about these guys that found some pornos, that erotic novels that one of their dads wrote, and they're really bad, so they get around and wrote and do a podcast about it. So she's listening to podcasts this afternoon about these cheesy book novels that turned into a podcast, and I'm like, no way you're doing that this afternoon. Today we're talking about, who are we talking to? Asaya?
No, it's Asaya.
Asaya, my apologies, Asaya.
She's such a beautiful person, and she really has a wonderful approach on sex. I mean, I know it's a little bit of a, I don't know, taboo. Depending on where you're from, it's a taboo subject, but she really has a beautiful way of approaching sex and intimacy within couples, and yeah, so I've never heard of a sexologist before.
Never heard of a sexologist.
No, but I think she can own that title because she does it very well, and I've heard her reviews.
What does she do very well, though?
Oh, she helps couples.
She helps couples, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the other part. She does the sex part very well.
No.
It's always, as you said, a taboo subject, isn't it? And we all get a bit giggly when we start talking about that subject.
But we shouldn't.
No, we shouldn't.
It's like, it's really the most natural, basic.
The best thing on earth.
Well,
except
for coffee, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Well, it's a tough one, isn't it?
It is better than coffee.
Yeah, definitely better than coffee. And we're going to bring in Jen Dugard.
Yes.
She's a friend of mine. She's a pre- and postnatal specialist.
Yeah.
So that works in conjunction with Asaya.
And we didn't even plan that, did we?
No, we didn't plan that
That's
at all.
how perfect you and I worked
Yeah.
together.
We're getting very well organised with our guests. We're planning it with them not even thinking about it, are we?
Mental telepathy.
Exactly right. Great minds think alike. So
Yeah.
she's actually the consequence of what Asaya is talking about.
Yeah,
So
if Asaya does her job really well, then we'll keep Jen really busy.
Exactly right. They should partner up.
I know they should. They totally should. What a great idea.
We're talking about partnerships, so yeah, that's a fun show. I reckon we've got a really fun show today. So, what I want to chat about is first of all, how was your week? How's everything this week?
It's been really, really interesting.
Really?
Really interesting.
Any cyber bullies?
First of all, no, but our hater really wants to come on the show, and I'm speaking about him coming on the show, but he doesn't want to talk about the wellness issue. He's got a frisbee team here in Bondi that he wants to promote, but I don't know. I'm still thinking about it.
Is this the one that you defriended?
Yeah.
So you back friended now?
Yeah.
You back
He's coming back. He wants to. He's
back,
crawling
right.
back with his.
Crawling back. He's out of my. You know I'm Italian, right? We're very like you're in or you're out.
I know. He keeps emailing me. I'm
out.
like, look, what's your angle? What's your angle? How do you want me to work this?
Exactly right. You're in or you're out. I'm going to hound this guy for picking on you. It'd be all a bit of fun. So, what was
really interesting week. I started driving for Uber.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You said you were going to drive for
I
Uber.
really want to see what this is all about. Like, I'm really interested in pitching my idea of Uber interviews and see what kind of really interesting people I can come across.
Yeah, okay, that's fun. That's cool. Can you do that? Will Uber allow you to do that?
I don't know if they will. I don't know. That's a good point. But I pitched it and they liked it. Like, I'm like, what do you think about this idea? And they liked it. But I had a really interesting night. It was...
What, last night?
Well, the night that I drove for Uber.
Oh, really? Tell me about it.
First of all, the first trip that I did, I didn't, because I don't use the Uber personally. So I've never used the app before. So this is my first time understanding the concept. And so first of all, I didn't know how to use the app. That was ride number one. She's like, did you turn it on? I'm like, no, so sorry. But then, I did 3 rides, and then I went back home, went for a meeting for my work, because my work is still going full blow. But then I decided to go out in the evening, keep me out of trouble.
Yeah, keep you out of trouble.
Within the hour, I had a 25-year-old pick up on me.
Well, he picked you up?
Yeah, he's like, so do you want to give me your number? I mean, the drive was 5 minutes. And he's like, so how old are you? And by the time, I was like, whoa. He's like, is it too cheeky for me to ask for your number?
Whoa,
did
you give
it
to him?
He's like, you look pretty hot in the rearview mirror. I'm like,
oh.
excuse me, get out of my car. He's like, I'm too young for you, aren't I? I'm like, out.
Get out.
And then we had the rude man who, okay, because the app shows you where to go in the city, but there's all these different roadworks in the city. And because I'm a foreigner and I don't know really where I'm going, I am so lost here. And like the map's telling me to go one way. And so I had one guy really frustrated. He hung up on me. And then finally I had a transvestite tell me
Mate, we're going to do this Uber interviews.
She's like, darling, you really, I'm so happy that a girl picks me up. He's like, I never get girls. I always get men. And so we were talking, she's like, you really shouldn't drive past 10 though, because, it's really dangerous. And I'm like, really? He's like, well, for me it wouldn't be different because, I'm not really a woman. And I'm like, of course you're a woman. You're more woman than me. He's like all dressed up with this fancy hat. She's saying that her physique was different and that nobody would, mess with her. But you're a little bit more petite, darling, and, you really got to watch out for yourself. And
Uber interviews.
Oh my god.
Sheena's Uber interviews. This will be a gold mine. No one's done this before. Why are you saying
that? Was Thursday night. That was Thursday night.
That was just one night.
Friday?
Oh no. What happened?
I got my license suspended.
Oh.
I told you, like, okay, this is a really unfortunate set of circumstances.
Yeah.
Completely unfortunate. I was getting tickets that I was not aware of because they were going to my wrong address. Long story short, I had to dig. Basically, when I was applying for Uber, I had to submit some paperwork, and so I had to go to the RMS and submit, my driver's license, my registration, and so forth. So I go into the RMS, everything's fine, and then I went back a week later because I had to update a couple more documents, and at that time, it warned me. The woman in the back of the counter said, oh, your license is 4 days away from being suspended. I was like, whoa, that was a complete shock. And it turned out that I had quite a few speeding tickets that I was unaware of. And
lucky you didn't drive on Friday in the Uber.
Oh, no. Well, listen. So I was freaking out. I was like, this comes from left field. And they're like, long story short, I won't go into the details, but I did all the back trail of what happened, and I ended up not fighting any of them because it would have just taken time, and I'm just like, I'll just pay the fine, $1,100 later. And she's like, you've got 1 point now, and if you go over your 1 point, your license will be suspended. I was like, wow, okay, so I've got to really be conscious now of driving, and this was before I went on my holiday in the U.S. So I go, I'm like freaked out, I'm like, okay, I really have to watch my driving, my speeding. So I go to the U.S., I have a great time in the U.S., I come back, and my child care situation changed, and our whole situation, because I moved to Coogee and they moved to Barara, I have to now drive to Barara on Wednesdays and Fridays, and so we go through this routine, and I go there in the afternoon on Wednesdays, and then I drive back. And so the first trip went totally fine. The second trip went totally fine. The third trip, before I go out, I get 2 letters in the mail. They're both fines. They're both telling me I'm going almost 20 miles over the speed limit. I got it on the same day, around the same time, in the same exact location.
Really?
And the problem is that there's so many different speed zones going up to Barara. There's 100, 110, it goes down to 80, 60.
Yeah,
I thought the
annoying.
Lane Cove Tunnel was 100. I mean, you could
Oh,
clearly
so it's
see,
80, I
and
think.
it's an 80. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, it's a punish, isn't
So
it?
it's like, I didn't know. I just didn't know. But now, I got this letter yesterday. I knew it was coming. And you're allowed to apply for good behavior.
Yeah.
So I'm on good behavior. It turns out really,
Oh, so
really...
you're in?
I'm in. But
Yes.
I can only get 2 points now.
Oh,
Or my license is suspended for a
No
whole
more no going over 40 Ks, even in a 100
Okay,
zone now.
this is all really good, right? I'm really, I feel really happy and very grateful that this has happened to me because
Very grateful.
the universe was saying that I really was going too fast and I would
Yeah.
put these people in danger, So I look at it as a blessing.
Yeah.
However,
However,
I can't get 2 points. And when I was driving on Thursday night, one time I drove down the wrong way. One time I almost hit a pedestrian. It's not easy looking at a map, looking for the person that you need to find. And so I
think
really...
you need to calm down a bit.
I think I
you need to
don't...
get some cannabis.
I don't know if Uber is the right thing for me right now because I can't afford to get any more
Yeah.
points or because I
Maybe
need-
it's good for you. Makes you be held accountable.
I know, but
So you don't have to rush, and then you learn the art of just doing. Look,
Well,
women can multitask. What happened to this?
the thing is-
Hold on, women. Oh look, that sounds sexist.
I can't multitask. Anybody that knows me knows I focus on one thing and I do it 100%.
See, that's what I do. See, what happened to the? My mum used to say it to me. That's all. It's not a sexist thing. I'm not coming across sexist right now. Well, I probably am because I'm saying this. I thought women could do 5 things at once. Doesn't happen that way.
Not when you're driving for Uber. I mean, I'm doing 5 things
When
at
you
work.
drive
That's,
for Uber. Well, you are. It's a tough one because you're talking to a transvestite in the back, or you're getting picked up by a 25-year-old. Why are you looking at a map? Why are you trying to concentrate on not going down the wrong way street?
That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
it's pretty tough. These Uber interviews would be very entertaining. It'd be like Gogglebox for Uber. Have you seen that
I have seen
Gogglebox?
watching people watch TV.
Yeah. So it'd be like that. You'd be watching people watch, in the Uber thing. But then you have to take into consideration whether they want to be on the Uber.
Yeah,
interviews
that's
as well.
true. And there's some people that just don't want to talk, which is great because I don't have to do anything. I just drive. I don't have to concentrate. But there's something inside me that thinks, oh, this has got to be an entertaining journey. So I'm talking to these people, and I don't really need to talk to them. you know?
Yeah.
But then if I'm not talking to them, what's the point of driving them around?
Exactly right. You want to have a
So
chat.
I don't know. I'm really stuck between do I go out there and risk my only 2 points that I have?
Yeah.
I now know because I'm such a cautious driver now. I look at the roads. I've been doing this now for 72 hours, driving really,
72.
really cautiously.
It's like you're in the. It's like,
Every day I wake up and then
it's like
think,
you're going to go to jail or something.
I know, but I have to see my daughter. If
Exactly
my
right.
license
That's more
that
important.
is more important. So
Maybe just work from home then.
I do
your
work
studio?
from home,
Do
and
your
that's the whole
studio?
reason why I'm going out to get to Uber to meet people and
meet
to
people, yeah,
to
fair
just
enough.
fill in a little bit of spare time. But
Yeah.
now I'm like, maybe this is a sign from the universe that it's not right. For
Yeah,
me.
yeah, maybe it's
I
a
don't
sign. I lost my license when I was 18.
Did you?
Yep, and then the day I got it back, they sent me another letter saying you've lost your license again.
Why?
Because I had carryover points. And I was on P-plater. I'm only allowed 6 points or something. And then I ended up having 12 points or whatever it was. But the funny thing was that I was driving, this is back when I was first at Fitness First, years ago when I was first personal training, when I was like 18,
Yeah.
19. I was speeding down this one street in Randwick. I hate the Australian laws with speeding. It is bull crap in a way. I think it feels like a money drive.
I didn't get pulled over once. These were all cameras.
No, these are cameras as
Yeah,
well.
these are cameras.
These are
That's
cameras.
it.
The cameras. 40, 60, 40, 60.
For the people in the US and the UK, the cameras over here are 3 times the amount that I've seen in any other country.
It's bad, isn't it? And I was down in Randwick and I kept speeding. I think I was going 60 in a 50 zone. And this is back in the day where they changed the regular speed limit. It used to be 60 everywhere, but now it's 50 everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
So they changed it, I think. They changed it from 60 to 50. I didn't know. So I was going 60 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
Then I'm going down past a school, right? Sometimes, in school zone.
Yeah.
But then I didn't know there was a school zone sign, and I didn't know there was a camera sign.
Yeah.
Legally, they're meant to have a camera sign there. a tree's grown over the camera sign, tree's grown over the school sign, so I'm not knowing. And I get all these fines. I get like 5 or 6 fines. I'm in $2,000 worth of debt.
Wow.
I'm 18 years old. Just started my own business as a personal trainer, and I lose my license.
Oh my gosh.
For 3 months.
How did you feel? Like this is kind of what I'm feeling
I punched a hole in the door.
Oh,
Literally.
Leon.
I remember punching a hole. I was like 18 though. I was like 11 years old. I was like so
Yeah.
mad. I'm like, how $2,000? I haven't even made $2,000 in my business. I just spent $2,000 in trying to invest in fitness first. And then I get 3 months. I'm like, I've done the 3 months. I've done my time. I'm like coming out of jail. And they send me a letter the same day saying, you've got to have another 3 months.
You are in jail.
But you know what?
Yeah.
You know what happened?
What?
After all this, paid my fines, did the right thing. I don't know if it pays to be doing the good thing all the time, because I paid the fines, found the money, did all that, whatever. Found out that in the Southern Korea, the local paper, that people were getting out of the fines because the tree grew over the friggin' sign.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
I paid
say.
$2,000 and I lost my license for 3 months, and I could have got out of it.
Next time, right?
Next
How has
time.
that changed your driving habits though? Because
I'm nana driver.
Yeah.
Nana
That's
driver.
it. I
Emily
am
gets
too.
really annoyed at me. I'm like a nana driver. I'm going like 50 and 100 now.
Yeah. Because Emily goes 150.
No, oh my god, she's just doing it on the way here. She's
As an
makeup.
ambulance driving. Oh no!
I'm like, I'll drive, and then you do the makeup on your side. It doesn't work out like that. She's like, one hand on the wheel, like Pat and Bailey. I'm like, how do you do this? Just paramedics these days.
Yeah, they are multitaskers.
Multitaskers. They're saving lives while they're driving. So, they know how to do 10 things at once, but it freaks me out because I can't just focus. I'm like, you focus on the road.
Yeah.
Just focus on that one thing. So, anyway, that was another story that just got completely...
I learn something new about you every day.
I learned something new about you as well. So
how was your week?
Really good. Yeah, it was a challenging week. In a good way as a manager. I'm really learning about, I'm learning the art of, and it's a challenging one. Like, how do you be a nice guy and be a manager simultaneously?
Yeah.
And that's where I find it quite challenging sometimes, because people can take advantage of that. And then I think that I've learnt the valuable skill with certain people that do not mistake my kindness for weakness.
Yes. Al Capone.
Is that what Al Capone? Is it Capone?
Al Capone. Is that right?
Capone.
Al Capone.
Al Capone. Capone. I think you're trying to do Al Pacino and Al Capone.
That's right.
Al Capone. You don't mistake kindness for weakness.
That's right.
I think it's one of those ones, and I've learned that valuable lesson this week. So, and then that's
so did one of your PTs take advantage of your kindness?
I feel as though they did.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel as though they did. And they just feel like a couple of things happen. Just like skipping shift, eating on shift, just things like that. And then, me taking over and trying to be kind for them, and then finding out they're not doing much on their shift.
I can imagine that makes you feel a bit put off.
Well, it just makes me feel a little bit like I'm helping with your role.
Yeah.
And my role is trying to, help you get business.
Yeah.
Not to do your role.
Yeah.
So then that's where I feel like you've mistaken my kindness now for weakness, and that's not going to happen again.
Yeah.
So anyone comes in now, and it sounds mean, but I've got to become that guy, the manager. Everyone hates their manager, and I thought I could be that. Everyone feels as though my thing's coming up and down here. So everyone feels as though when they're a manager, they feel. I feel when they first enter management, they can handle, be the nice guy and be part of the boys and girls, but you can't. You find out you can't. You can be a manager, but you're always going to be disliked by someone if you've got a staff of like 25 or 26 that you're working with. You know. You can't
I was gonna say, don't take your kindness and change that, because
I won't change my kindness.
Yeah.
I think I'll just be...
It's creating a boundary maybe of what and just maybe that's a stronger boundary that you need to set.
Exactly
Anybody
right.
coming through the door and reestablishing it now with the other PTs, so
100%.
nobody
else
else
the
can...
rules. It's setting the rules, and then and you have to, every games are fun, right? I know this is a bit off topic, but what makes rugby league, or what makes rugby and basketball?
the rules of the game.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So we're all guided by rules, but I
Yeah.
feel as though that people don't like
Obviously.
the rules sometimes, you know? Feels like people don't like rules.
Yeah.
But then that's what makes things fun. Otherwise, people will just be running around the circle on a basketball
Yeah.
court, not dribbling and just doing what they
Yeah.
want. But that's not fun, you know? So I think there's got to be some certain rules to take in consideration. Liam Zollo becoming manager. So, but then anyway, it was a good week in that way. But and I also got the opportunity to teach this week again.
Okay,
The
cool.
new trainers coming through. Really
Yeah.
enjoying that part.
Okay.
The last couple of times I've taken it, I've been actually. It's actually funny when I'm teaching the new trainers coming in. We did it with one of the other personal training managers as well. We talked about like rapport building and emotional intelligence. That was a subject of conversation. The last couple of times I've taken these developments for these new trainers, there's like 40 people in the room. I actually I get a little nervous because, you know, and I feel as though I have to be like the manager. It's like an almost opposite situation of what I was talking about just then.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to be too managerial because they're level ones, there's 40 people in the room, and I have to be so serious. This time around I took the opposite approach because it's emotional intelligence and it's understanding members and when to approach members and building rapport with members.
In connection
Exactly right. And I shared a couple of stories of the first times that I tried to approach people on the gym floor and you know, try to get them as a client, for example. And I said the first story was like my old personal training manager, the person in my role, come up to me and goes, just smile at everyone. So I had this awkward smile when I walked past the cardio machines. I'm like, this is going to get clients. And I went like this smile, like I look like a stunned person, like deer in headlights. And I'm like this walking on the gym floor, like, and that didn't work because no one took notice of me. And whoever took notice of me, they're going, what the hell is wrong with that guy's head? So I ran straight back in the locker room. This is my first day, and I'm like, I'm not going back out there. I'm not talking to people. And the second time I go out, and I said this story, and I let my personality shine through a bit, and I think it was a lot more beneficial. The second story, I went up to this girl, and I was just trying to admire. She was a good-looking girl, right? But I was like 19.
Yeah.
And I was approaching this girl, probably a couple of years older than me, in her tights, and you know, she looked great, you know. But then I was saying her form looked great. So I go, oh, you're looking awesome. But I sounded, this is 11 years ago, Sheena, come on.
That would have roasted me.
I know, right?
You're like the 25-year-old.
But I went from deer in headlights to like going, oh, you look awesome. So I like went deer in headlights to sleaze bag, went straight back in the locker room again. I'm like, I'm not coming out. I'm not going out. And then I went back out again, and I heard this guy, like, and this is about rapport building.
Yeah.
I heard this guy speaking with an English accent.
Oh, yeah.
And I go, you're from England?
Yes.
And he goes, yes. And I go, what part of England are you from? And he goes, I'm from Yorkshire. I go, so am I.
Yeah.
You know, and he goes, oh man, I said, oh, have an awesome day, buddy. You have a great day today. And that was just acting natural. Walked away. Next day I saw him in the gym. I said, hey man, do you want to do a 10-minute workout? I've got 10 minutes free. And he goes, yeah, let's do one. Ended up being my first client.
Oh, cool.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
ended up being my first client. I wasn't acting like a
You're just being
stunned
yourself.
mullet or whatever they call it. I wasn't acting like a sleaze bag. I wasn't acting like I'm someone I'm not. But the two things that I did well, Sheena, this is what we talk about in building rapport. I said a statement, and then I asked a question. You're from England.
Yeah.
You're from England. What part of England are you from? And I said a statement. You're from England.
Yeah.
And then what part of England are you from? And I touched bases on something that's a connection between us two.
Yeah.
And that's what I think.
A statement of fact and then more information. That's good.
That's how you build connections with people.
That's good. I didn't know that before.
You didn't know that before?
No, now.
So that's the message I was trying to teach the guys. And it was a statement first and then ask a question.
Yeah.
And that's how you build rapport with people. And that's how we relate it back to wellness, you know. How we can talk about building connections with people, because we talked about it last week with Carla. How can you build connections? It's finding that common ground. Yeah. I believe everyone has some form of common ground.
Yeah.
At something, you know.
There is something that you can always connect.
Exactly right.
Even if it's just about the day. Beautiful day out, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly right. Beautiful day out.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful day out.
It is a beautiful day.
So that was my week anyway. So it's a challenging one as a manager. I'm working out the crinks of being the manager. I was always business owner, so I mean I didn't have to really worry about staff that much. I did a little bit, but you know, now we're in a big company and I have to be, you know, on the money. Yeah. So it was a stressful time.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'm really excited that we're going to think about joining forces. and bringing our brains together to.
We're doing this.
I just think that it makes perfect sense. You've got such a great business mind for personal trainers, and I've got a great marketing mind that and even you've got personal branding like podcasting and so we can
well, that's what we just want to help people with. That, we want to help people with
just getting more business for them, really,
and building
confidence and
exactly right. And we're going to start something called the I don't know, like I think I might start writing a book again, or just writing blogs.
Book number 2.
Book number 2. I haven't brought the first one out yet, but that's actually, I think it will happen today or tomorrow. I thought my book, Humble Hero, was on Amazon, and I went to Amazon, it's not there.
Oh.
And the reason why it's not there is because I emailed Amazon, going, where the hell's my book, man? It's not out there yet. And because I haven't sent it out there to everyone, the link that you can buy it, it's because I didn't proof it. I didn't press click to proof. One click of a button. How many months have been trying to get this out there, Sheena? So anyway.
We need to have your book launch as well.
Yeah, well, I think I might do that at my, between us. Well, everyone's going to hear this anyway, but I think I'm going to do that at my birthday.
Yeah, great.
So I'm going to give everyone give everyone a book.
Okay.
Yeah, as a present.
Okay.
I'm telling you all my secret. This is my secret.
Well,
this is my secret.
I won't say anything.
Don't say anything out there to everyone. Don't say it. But I might give everyone a book and just say, usually on your birthday you get a gift, but I want to give a gift.
That's nice.
And this is something that's important to me, and it'd be a gift for you guys to read it and let me know what you think about it, and then get it out there. That's
great. I think that's a great idea. I think that's beautiful.
We're going to do it at the bucket list, and I think that I haven't connected with Hodgie again since they've been back from overseas.
Yeah.
So, and that's just purely my fault because I've just been so busy trying to herd these personal trainers that I'm doing at the moment.
It's a lot to organize and manage, and it takes time.
It takes some time, definitely. So I think I might kill 2 birds with one stone and just give all my friends and family one first.
Yeah.
Tell them to all post it on Instagram as a present, and then share the link.
Also, if you can set up a fan page or a business page for your book, they can then review the book, and then by the time your book actually launches, you have all these reviews and 5 stars, and do you know what I mean?
Smart. So this is why we're bringing out 2 minds together. But I'm really looking forward to bringing it out. We've always said we're going to do something together, and I'm looking forward to this opportunity to bring our minds, and because it's essentially it's not just about business, but if we bring your marketing mind together, my business mind together, we help personal trainers who are going to intend to help more people with their fitness, and then our purpose is to educate and entertain people to build more of a confident version of themselves. That's our tagline. So if we can help business owners, then they're going to help their clients, and they're going to get out there to more clients, and then we're going to help them get there. So I see a positive in what we're doing.
I think so too. And it's different than our first idea of us going into corporates and talking about the different aspects of health and wellness. Because I do feel like I've got 20 years of, marketing experience, solid marketing experience. And even though I have about, a good solid amount of time in the wellness, I don't really feel credible enough to go in and talk about it. But I do feel credible talking about marketing. Yeah. So I just think that I just kind of clicked last week when we were brainstorming, and I'm so glad we brought that back up because it's been a little bit on the just not talked about. But I definitely think that there's a place in the market for you and
definitely, 100%. There's always a place in the market. And you were talking about. Can I just share? I know I'm on my phone, and while we're talking on the radio, but I had an article that I wanted to share with you, Sheena. It's from the. I think we've got our guest out there. Asai's here. Okay, cool. I just want to share something with you quickly. Yeah. This is from the Comcare, which is a government website, and this is like a 10-page document. And you know what the tagline says? Benefits to business: the evidence for investing in worker health and well-being. Read this. Ready?
Oh, will you send that to me? Yeah.
I'll send it to you. No worries. I'll charge you $5,000 for it, even though I got it for free. Okay, so unhealthy workers are less productive.
Yeah.
Research on the relationship between health and productivity finds healthy workers are more productive at work than unhealthy workers. We said
that's what she said last week.
Exactly
that's
right. And this is from the government now saying this. Healthy workers rate their work performance as much higher than unhealthy workers and have for fewer short-term absences than unhealthy workers.
Yeah.
Remember how I was saying this last week? So, and then this also says, the last thing before we go, it could go on for ages, but it says, Most chronic diseases in Australia are associated with one or more of the following lifestyle-related factors: unhealthy eating, physical activity, alcohol, and smoking. You know what the chronic diseases include? Chronic diseases include arthritis, musculoskeletal disease, depression and anxiety, cardiovascular disease, cancer, diabetes, hypertension.
Yeah, that's right.
So
It's
unhealthy
a
eating,
investment into their
Exactly
employees.
right.
And my dad's an actuary, and
What's an actuary?
It's really hard to explain, but he estimates how much life insurance businesses need to put aside for their workers. So they get rated based on, do you smoke? You know, like there's a questionnaire, and it's like really mathematical. It's apparently a really boring job, but my dad loves it. He's like pushing 80 and he's still doing the job.
Oh, really?
So, he's a wonderful man, but and very good at it. But yeah, so I would really like to have his opinion on if a business invests into something that is health and wellness related, do their premiums come down, or is there an impact in the business's taxes or anything if they invest? You know,
that would be great to talk to him about.
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
That'd be awesome. And then that's how we can teach more personal trainers and fitness instructors to target more corporates.
Yeah,
that'd be part of our you know, we never know.
Great idea.
So we're gonna have a quick song.
Yeah.
We'll go for a couple of minutes, and we're gonna bring Asaya.
I don't know. We'll have to talk about it.
I have to talk about it. But I keep saying Asaya, and it's my apologies.
Because it's Asaya.
Asaya, your product that you're taking at the moment.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're going to come back in a couple of minutes, guys. Bring Asaya in.
Asaya.
This is Bondi Radio.
Alright guys, we're just going to bring another guest in. What we try and do... Sorry guys, I've got beanie hair, look at that. I was wearing my beanie this morning. So what we're trying to do, guys, is give you guys on Facebook the behind the scenes stuff, so while we're off air, so you can listen to our little conversations with our guests when we're setting them up, and just be like a little fly on the wall while we're setting everyone up, and then you can obviously see the show live. So still download the app, Bondi Radio app. You can get it from the iTunes Store and Google Play, and you can listen to us if you're in the car and you can't watch us on this live stream. So yeah, just hang tight. We're going to bring Asaya in now, I think. So and then we're going to set her up. So looking forward to it. Hello, Asaya.
Hi, Liam.
How you going? Nice to meet you. How are you?
Good.
Good to meet you.
You too.
I'm very excited about this conversation.
I'm excited too. I think it's going to be great.
It'll be great. 100%. It'll be great. This is awesome. So I'll get you to set up here. I might get you some headphones.
All right.
So with the headphones, if you're more than welcome to use them or not. I do tend to speak a little bit loud in them, in the microphone. So I'll try and back that off a little bit. But the reason why we have the headphones is because you can hear yourself in the microphone, and you can hear yourself how far away you are. Some people, when they don't get comfortable, or when they get comfortable, they start speaking like this far away, and you'll be able to hear what they hear on the radio.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
So you get to listen to how loud you're actually speaking into the mic.
All right.
Cool.
Liam,
Yep.
my battery's low.
You want to change it over to my one?
Yeah, I think so, because we have to get this.
100% we've got to
Oh
get
my
this.
gosh, I don't know why my battery just died. I think maybe it's getting weaker as I do this, because I do Facebook Lives every week.
Yeah, okay.
So I think it's getting weaker.
That's
Where's
all right.
your dog?
Is that right there?
Oh.
Yeah. I was going to take. I came early. I was going to take him for a walk, but it's freezing out there.
So you were waving at me before.
Yeah, I was like,
I
oh,
was
is this
like
where I come in? I didn't realize this was it. I was like, oh, is there like a reception area that I can come and sit in?
Because you were waving at me, and I'm like,
I was
is she
like,
waving the
is
girl
this it?
behind me?
Do I
You
come
know,
in
so
now?
sorry, that's
sorry,
alright.
it's always
Apologise.
been
Fine.
It's always a bit hectic. I've got beanie hair. My apologies. Hey, so what's my tag? Sheena,
Yeah?
what's the tag that you're?
Do you have your mic? Yeah.
Yep.
Let's just tell everyone guys, we're going to switch over because my battery is low.